Harold von Wolferen. I write books. Professor Hamada, I want to ask you a question about not what is happening, but what is not happening. I think that you also think that the monetary policy is okay, it's a good beginning, but fiscal policy leaves a great deal to be desired. And I have long wondered why there is not a choice for an obvious policy that would help greatly. And that's a housing policy aimed at the expansion of existing living space for ordinary Japanese and the addition, of course, of new homes. A housing policy would obviously be good for the construction company, it would give them something to do besides spoiling the Japanese countryside with unnecessary bridges and tunnels and all that. It would also create new space for consumer goods, it would be a tremendous boost for consumer spending, and it perhaps also would do something to turn around the so-called birth strike, the unwillingness of a majority of Japanese women, even married women, to look after a next generation. So why does that not happen? Now, if you tell me that there are social reasons or regulatory reasons, I won't believe you. Something has to do. There's an obstacle to the imagination here, bureaucratic imagination or political imagination. Could you comment on any of this?
I feel honored to be asked by a famous author, and I enjoyed your book many times. But I have a somewhat different opinion about the importance of fiscal and monetary policy. First, Japan was suffering from deflation. Still, inflation expectation hard to create. So the money is related. That is the blend and butter knowledge of economics. I want you to learn that monetary policy is very important. Secondly, fiscal policy, expenditures do many good things, but at the same time it increased bureaucracy's power. The old industrial policy of Japan that might have worked bureaucrats chose the right industry and they gave them money or support. Sometimes cooperation was useful. But at the end, bureaucrats end up in parachuting to some industrial association there and so. So there are so many ways by the fact that in public sectors people are not motivated by market mechanism, by power or just authority makes it more important. But I agree that there are, that is my main reply, but I quite agree there are many problems like housing in Japan, or so that could be improved, the quality of life, but I don't know. I heard that because of Japan's economic stagnation and powerful overly intervention into the private sectors, many gaijins are leaving Tokyo. They moved to Singapore. They moved to Hong Kong, and housing market in Japan, in Tokyo, is not yet recovered fully, particularly for high quality housing market.